Hello everyone. I welcome you all to Startup Academy, your online gateway to success in ISS exam. This academy is exclusively for ISS only, and we have been discussing the topic time series in which we have to discuss the second method of the measurement of seasonal variation. In the previous lecture, we discussed the topic which was method of simple averages, and in today's lecture, we'll discuss the second method, which is method of ratio to trend method. So let us begin. So first part is our second part is ratio to trend method. In the first method of semi averages, there was one thing that we were ignoring the trend, cyclical, and other and the seasonal components which were already present. So in this, we will overcome that disadvantage. So the first uh, step is to compute. Okay, not to. We can write directly. Compute trend by a method of least square. First step is to compute trend by method of least square. First of all, we'll write all the steps and then we'll solve an example, and I will simultaneously tell you how do we follow the steps in that example. So the second one is, now find the compute the data as a percentage of trend. So by multiplicative model, we are only left with cyclical, irregular, and seasonal components are left. The third one is, after we have computed the trend, we'll do what? The cyclic and irregular components are wiped out by averaging the data. Cyclical and irregular components are wiped out by averaging. And the fourth point is the seasonal indices. We get the seasonal indices, right? So these are the four steps. That's how we'll get the seasonal variation. So let us take an example. In the example, 4 years have been given. Let us make a table. Your quarter one quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. Then what do we need? We need the total of the quarters. Average of quarter values. Total average so here we'll take the data has been given as year. For in the first region it is year, then quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, and the data has been given like 1995 to 99, 1995, 96, 97, 98, 99. Let us take the data. It is given as 30, 40, 36, 34, 34, 52, 50, 44, 40, 58, 54, 48, 54, 80, 76, 92, 68, 86, 62, 82. So this has been given, and we have to find the, using the ratio to trend method, we have to determine quarterly seasonal indices. So first of all, we'll calculate the total of these quarters. Then we'll calculate the average of these quarters. Okay. So the total of these are 140, 180, 200, 260, 340. 140, 180, 200, 260, 340. And if we divide this by 4, because of each there are 4 quarters, so average of this would be 45. Average of this would be, sorry, it would be 35. This would be 45. This would be 50. This would be 4 6 are 24 and 65, and this would be 4 8s are 32, 85. So these are the average values that we have calculated. Now if we take the formula y is equals to, if we fit the trend line here, let the trend line be y is equals to ax a plus bx. So if we take summation of y, then it will be na plus b summation of x. First equation would be this, and the second would be summation xy is equals to a summation x plus b summation x square. So this would be our second one. So these two equations we have obtained, and on solving these two equations, the value of a would be summation over y upon n, and the value of b would be summation over xy upon summation over x square. So these would be the values. So for this we have to calculate the values of, suppose these are the values of y, the average. These are the values of y. And x is nothing but t minus the centered year. Centered year is here 97. So 3 minus 1997. So if we minus t, it would be minus 2. This is x, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. So x and y will give us minus 70, minus 45, 0, 65, 170. And x square will give us 41014. And the rest value is the trend value which we'll be finding. So the total of x square is nothing but equal to, suppose these are the total values. So x square is equal to 10. This is equals to 100 minus 45 would be 55. 55 plus 60, 120. Okay. So keeping the values here, summation of y is nothing but equal to, summation of y is 280 if we calculate this. So it will be equal to 280 upon total number of time periods has been given as 5. So the value of a would be 5 5s are 25 and 5 6 are 30. And if we take summation of xy, summation of xy came out to be 120 and summation of x square is 10. So 120 upon 10. So it will be 12. So our equation would be y is equals to a 56 plus 12x. These are the values. If we put this in the trend, so if we have to find the first value, this, so it would be 56 plus 12 into x was minus 2. So it will be 56 minus 24. So it will give us 32. So first trend value would be 32. Similarly, like this, we can calculate all the trend value which are 44, 56, 68 and 80. 44, 56, 68 and 80. These are the trend values that we have calculated. Now, this was the first step. The first step said that compute the trend by method of least square. We have computed that. Now the second is we have to put it in percentage form. For that, first the inflation factor, which is b, we will divide it by 4. So b upon 4 is 3. So the average every year per quarter there is an increase. It is seen that there is an increase of 3 units in every quarter of this item. So now, since these trend values have been given, are present in the middle here, 32, 44, 56, 68, 80. So this is present in the middle, and the difference between two quarters is 3. If we move on to right, then it will be plus 3, and if we move on to left, then it will be minus 3. So if we move on to right, because it is present in the middle, so we will add plus 1.5. So here the value becomes 33.5. And if we move from quarter 3 to quarter 4, here the value would become 36.5 because we are adding plus 3. And similarly, if we move to quarter number 2, then we will subtract 1.5 from this, so it will be 30.5. And if we move from quarter 2 to quarter 1, then it will be minus 3, which is 27.5. And this is how we calculate the new values or the new trend values. So I am writing the whole thing here. So for year Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. We'll get the new value. It was 27.5, 30.5, 30, uh, 33.5 and 36.5. These were the new value for the year 1994. 1995. And similarly for 1996, 1997, 1998 and 1999 we'll calculate. So the calculated values are 39.5, 42.5, 45.5, 48.5. So we just have to add 3, 54.5, 57.5, 50, 60.5, 66.5, 69.5, 72.5, 78.5, 81.5, 84.5. So these are the new quarterly values. Now we have to calculate the trend value as a percentage of these values. So the original trend value in the place here, quarter 1 for 1995 was given as 30. So we'll divide 30 upon 27.5 into 100 and we'll get our seasonal index which will be our 109.1. This is the formula for calculating. So we'll make another table here of these quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4 and we'll calculate. It will be 109.5 for quarter 1, 109.1, 131.5 and so on. You can calculate. Then you will calculate the total of these quarters, total average values of these, and here the total sum of these averages should be equal to 400 because we are taking the quarterly data, so it should be equal to 400. In the previous question we have taken the yearly data, so the total was coming out to be 1200. If it is not equals to 400, suppose it is coming as 420, okay, 415.2, so we'll divide 400 by this, 400 upon the coming value 415.23 and we'll get the value of k, and then we'll multiply these k with all these numbers, with all these totals, with all these totals and we'll get the value. Our final value would be 400 only. So this was the method. It is the merit of this method is that it reduces the or diminishes the disadvantage of ignoring the trend values and the cyclical components, but it removes some of the values from the data. There is loss of data in this method, so that would be removed by trend ratio to moving average method, which we are going to discuss in the next lecture. I hope that whatever we have done in today's class is clear by all of you, and if not, then you can ask in the comment section or on WhatsApp channel. Your relevant doubts will be answered, and keep on practicing the question on the theories that we are doing in the class, and keep on learning. All the best. Thank you.